Hello everybody. Okay, don't be scared off by the length of this video. Most of it is a very long, boring mid-game where I don't draw any agendas and Gabe doesn't get much done. So don't worry, you won't have to sit through everything. I included the entire gameplay video just for completion's sake. Now this NBN deck I'm playing is slightly different from my usual deck. It's based on a store championship deck that I found posted on Board Game Geek, and it revolves around heavy transaction economy with celebrity gift, sweet sweet and hedge fund, and using mid seasons into build to an overscored build for massive points. Although because this is NBN, getting to 7 points the traditional Astro Chain way is perfectly possible as well. So I gave this deck a shot, and this is my first game with it. Immediately I run into this kind of starting hand. 2 toll booths and 2 celebrity gifts. So right off the bat, my goal early game is to get those toll booths out to ice up both R&D and HQ before Gabe is able to score 7 points basically. So far he has gotten 2 points, and I still only have 1 piece of ice out. Not looking very good yet, but the good thing is I have 19 credits and a hedge fund waiting to go through. However, now he's up to 4 points. I need to speed up my game. And he has a sneak door beta, so now I need to protect archives as well, in addition to R&D and HQ. Can I do it before he scores 7 points? We'll see. Toll booth goes on R&D. Archives gets a piece of ice as well, although it's just a pop-up. Akamatsu Manchip on a Gabriel. That's pretty surprising. Usually Gabriel plays very aggressively very early on, so I didn't really expect him to settle in for a long haul with a mem chip. Mimic comes out. A blind Mimic. I'm not sure what that was for. He knows that the only ice he's seen from me so far is Toll Booth. But anyway, both my HQ and R&D are now firmly secured with Toll Booths. And I've added an extra layer of ice on archives. So now there's no way he's going to be able to get in, which means that he cannot emergency shut down. Well, archives is still partially permeable, but that's about it. So now, with the safety of my centrals out of the way, I can begin focusing on scoring. He runs through HQ, and I don't rest the piece of ice there because he only had 2 credits. I wanted to tax him for running, so even though he got the 2 credits from Gabriel's ability, I let him have it. I wasn't too worried about it. I decided to let him through again, because I knew money wasn't his issue. His issue was getting the breaker out. I was guessing that he didn't have a proper breaker for Toll Booth out anywhere in his deck, so I was okay with him earning a little bit of money. So I have my scoring remote set up with a Sen inside, and now the Astro Squid appears. Time to get some work done. I left the outermost piece of ice unrest so that to keep him on his toes, because there's always this unknown factor that he has to take into account when running my central servers. And of course, he stopped it by the toll booth. And I still have a good amount of credits left to res Sen and score my Astro. So that's exactly what I do. And voila, I pull out another Astro. This is looking really great for me. He has nothing going for him. He cannot bust through any of my centrals. Good luck getting through the toll booth. He has only 1 credit. There's no way he's going to be able to get through. So, yes, he has Katie Jones, but he needs to get his breaker out and deal with my toll booth to be able to come in. So he clicks for credits, as I expected. And I only had 1 credit, so I could install advance and score with the Astro Script token plus Res Sensen, but I chose not to because I wanted to wait next turn where we have at least 2 credits so I can install advance the Astro Script and get it into my score area with Sensen. So I'll have 2 advancement counters in my score area, which will be huge because that means I can score a character assassination out of hand without needing a Sensen, because I know sooner or later he'll trash the Sensen. But then trouble comes. He installs a fam with his KT money and he locks down HQ. I wish he locked down R&D instead. He took HQ and stole my Astro Script. That was really heartbreaking to watch. So now he's at match point all of a sudden, 6 to my 2 points. And this furthermore closes another window for me. I am no longer able to pull off any mid-seasons plays because I can only mid-seasons after he scores an agenda, and if he scores another agenda, he's just going to win the game. On the bright side, I draw a breaking news, which means I can install advance it and use my third turn to trash KT. He was getting a lot of benefit out of that KT. It was thanks to the KT that he was able to get the fam out, so that KT had to go. And in response, he trashes my Sensen and starts running on my useless HQ. I wouldn't think that HQ is the smartest place to place the fam on because there will not be any agendas in HQ. Once I pull an agenda out, I'm just going to score it straight with Astro Script. Or I'll toss my agendas into archives. So I really didn't see the point of... that's why I didn't expect him to fam up HQ in the first place. Oh well. Anyway, there is really nothing much to see at all in this video. Please skip to 16 minutes and 50 seconds if you do not wish to waste your time. I can tell you right now that most of what's going to happen in the next 5 to 10 minutes are me stalling the game and with no agendas drawn for a very long time. So I'll see you later. Alright, welcome back to the game. So far, nothing much has happened. Don't worry. You see a lot of res eyes. Most of the time was me getting more money to res more eyes, and Gabriel earning more money to make useless runs on my servers. So now I have a build in hand. I do not believe that I have a sensor in the remote. I do not think that's a sensor. I could be wrong, but I believe that's a Jackson Howard. Yes, that was a Jackson Howard. So the only way I could get the build scored was by using my Astro script counter, which I got very long ago. And ended up doing that because I was really desperate to push for match point. There was only one Astro script remaining in the deck anyway. The chances of me pulling it is very slim. Also, if I manage to pull the last breaking news from my deck, I would instantly win. So that's that. You might be wondering, why don't I just throw the build in my remote to score? Actually, I should have done that in looking back. But there is always the possibility that he will trash his Femme Fatale and scavenge it back. He will be able to place a token on the toll booth and suddenly he will gain access. Now he actually has some money, so that is very dangerous. I draw the Astro script from R&D using my third click to draw, and I was ready to score it next turn for the win. I mean, I can't score it yet, but I can throw it in my remote where it will be safe. Unfortunately, he gets the 1 in 4 off. It was actually a dumb move on my part. I should not have drawn on my third click. That was really, really silly of me. Knowing that HQ was my most vulnerable server, it was the only one without a toll booth on it. And of course, just like that, I let the game go. I believe I should have been able to win had I held it on longer for one more turn, had I been more patient. So that's all for this game. It was quite boring. I just wanted to upload this and get this out of the way. Still, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. See you next time.